I've never been to Korea, but somehow Korea became part of my everyday life. And honestly, I didn't really notice it at first. So before I start my makeup, I'm just prepping my skin first. Honestly, skincare became one of the things that made me appreciate Korean culture even more. It turned self-care into something comforting for me instead of something stressful. It started when I became a K-pop fan and K-drama lover back in high school. I used to stay up late watching music videos, performances, random interviews, shows, dramas, and funny clips about my favorite K-pop groups online. Back then, I thought it was just a phase or a simple interest, but somehow it slowly became something more meaningful to me over time. So while I do my makeup today, I kind of wanted to share how Korea became part of my life in the smallest and most natural ways. For concealer, I actually like mixing a little bit of green corrector with my normal concealer shade to help cover some redness and imperfections more naturally. My skin isn't perfect all the time, so I've been trying to focus more on making my makeup still feel comfortable on my skin. And I've been loving this concealer from 23 years old because it contains calming ingredients that work well for my acne-prone skin. For my base, I'm using this Korean cushion. I think one thing I really like about Korean makeup is how natural and skin-like everything else. It's never too heavy, also has skin-loving ingredients, and it really changed the way I see beauty in makeup in general. Before, I used to think makeup had to look super full coverage or perfect all the time. But after getting into K-beauty, I started appreciating softer makeup and healthier looking skin more. And I think that's the reason why I connected to it so much. Now I'm adding a little contour just to bring back some warmth and dimension to my face. I still like keeping everything pretty soft and natural though. And for blush, I'm using this cream blush from one of my favorite Korean brand. I really love this blush a lot because it makes my skin look fresh and healthy. It's like giving that soft, natural flush from within. I'm also putting a little brightening concealer under my eyes and around the center of my face just to brighten everything up a bit. After K-pop and K-drama, I slowly became curious about other parts of Korean culture too. I started trying Korean skincare, watching other Korean content, and even learning how to read Hangeul by myself little by little. I still remember the time when I used to read every Korean word I saw on posters, products, or banners outside. I read them so slowly, but I felt so happy the first time I could actually read simple Korean words instead of looking at random characters I didn't understand before. Now I'm doing my brows. I'm using this one from a local brand since I don't have a kbeauty brand as of the moment. Recently, Korean beauty trends also helped me become more confident in trying softer and more natural styles instead of feeling like I always needed to look perfect online. And of course, I also fell in love with Korean food. I genuinely don't think I've ever tried Korean food that I didn't enjoy. Whether it's ramen, tteokbokki, kimchi, or convenience store snacks, there's something about it that feels comforting and exciting at the same time. So as someone who creates beauty content, I think Korean beauty also inspires the kind of content I enjoy making. I'm still learning at content creation, but I've recently been loving creating videos that feel relaxing, honest, relatable, and easy to connect with instead of overly polished or forced. That's why I enjoy filming skincare videos, get ready with me's, and little everyday moments. Okay, now for the blush, I'm using this Korean blush because I really love shades that look soft and natural on the skin. I feel like Korean makeup really influenced the way I do my makeup now, especially because I love that fresh and effortless look. But don't get me wrong, I still love bold looks sometimes, and I also do that too. And even though I've never been to Korea yet, I still feel connected to it through the small things that became part of my daily life over the years. Through music, through beauty, through food, through creativity, and through the comfort those things brought me during different parts of my life. Now I'm adding lip product, and honestly, lip products were probably one of the first Korean beauty products that made me obsessed with K-beauty in the first place. I still remember wanting the same soft gradient lips I kept seeing online back then. It's honestly funny looking back because I've never expected one interest from high school to influence so much of my creativity and the things I enjoy today. But now, Korean culture has become something that genuinely inspires me not just as a viewer or a fan, but also as a creator. So if someone asks me, do you know Korea? Well, maybe this is my answer. Not through big moments or fancy experiences, but through the little things that quietly became part of who I am. And yeah, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me and hearing a little piece of my story somehow. I go by the name Hello Darling, and thank you all for watching.